Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we finished Chapter 1 and it seems that Isabella is accused of something and she wants Phoenix to represent her apparently in court. But he's just a baker. How can that work out? Yeah, you tell me. I mean, come on now, we obviously know that he's an Ace Attorney, but he still thinks he's a baker. So let's go ahead and get started. This is file 2, right? Yep. And let's see what's going to be in store for us here.
We don't want no fuss and we don't want to hurt you, alright?
Yeah, we just want your money, that's all.
And you'll give it to us, won't you, without any fuss?
Ignaz!
That was pretty brutal. So I guess that's what she's accused of. You get it, 2 companions getting burned by a witch? That can be good. Chapter 2, The Fire Witch. I mean, it did sound like she casted a spell or something to ignite it. Ew. Oh, cool. I guess the music's gonna change a little bit in court here because we're in Labyrinthia. It's not gonna be classic stuff, but it still sounds good. What? What is this place? The room is lit, but it's still somehow dark. The atmosphere feels heavy. Nick, what are we doing in a place like this? How should I know? We're just a couple of bakers, but I don't know. I don't think they brought us here to make bread. Yikes. Is it me or is that guard staring daggers at us right now? Mr. Wright? Maya? Who is that? Oh, Isabella. Isabella, what's exactly going on? I'm sorry. I was the one who set for you both. You set for us? I'm being put on trial. Wait, what? What happened? I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on. I didn't do anything wrong. I couldn't possibly murder anyone. Murder? I beg you, Mr. Wright, please, I need your help. Just one more time. Huh? You need my help? What could I possibly do? Isabella, I'm just a baker. The only thing I know about law is how not to get on the wrong side of it. Wait, hold on a sec. Isabella, what did you just say? You said you needed Nick's help just one more time? One more time? I'm not quite sure myself, but when the knights came and took me away, a vision suddenly appeared in my head. It was Mr. Wright. He was fighting for me, defending me. That brave blue figure, it was clear as day. I was fighting for you? No way, that's impossible. I mean, it's like I already said. I'm just a baker. I have a hard enough time rolling dough, let alone defending it someone in court. I thought the same thing too at first, but I don't think that's quite true. Where was I? Where? You and Maya, at some time, somewhere. You helped me. You fought for me as a defender. A defender? What's wrong, Nick? I wish I knew, Maya, but hearing Isabella mention a defender, I can't help but feel something inside me just burning at the mention of it. Accused! Defender! It is time. Head forth, you two.
Head forth? Where are we going exactly?
To the courtroom, in which today's trial will be taking place. The Chamber of Fire.
Chamber?
Of fire? Make haste! If you are but a moment late, a guilty verdict will be delivered immediately.
What? No way! Mr. Wright, I'm truly sorry, Mr. Wright. I know this is all so sudden. It's a lost cause, isn't it?
Well then, let's head inside and spell it.
Huh?
This overwhelming pressure, it feels so familiar somehow. Almost like deja vu.
Mr. Wright!
Let's go, Maya. Maybe we'll get a better idea once the trial gets underway.
Alright! Let's do it to it, Nick.
Alrighty, here we go.
What is this heat? It's like an oven in here.
I will now pronounce the verdict. This court finds the accused guilty of being a witch.
No! I'm not a witch! Please, I beg you to reconsider! I'm not...
Witches are to be cast straight into the hellfire!
What?
No!
So, this is the witch's court.
Holy crap! I mean, we just saw somebody freaking die! Well, that's pressure.
So, how you feeling, Nick?
I've forgotten what this felt like up until now.
Huh?
The butterflies in my stomach. The tension so thick you could slice over a knife. All of these feelings. These are all feelings that I'm definitely familiar with. Anyway. We're here to fight for Espella and get her out of this place.
That's right.
The court is now in session for the trial of Espella Cantabella. Defender.
Yes, Your Honor?
Yours is a face I've not seen in any past trials. But no matter. Start by stating your name, Defender.
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Phoenix Wright, Ace Baker.
A baker?
I asked him to come, my lord. I want him to represent me. This court dictates that the accused is free to assign a defender of their choosing, my lord.
Very well. At any rate, the result of this trial shall not change. That aside, I've not yet seen hide nor hair of the Inquisitor assigned to this trial.
Inquisitor? Oh, right. I should have noticed earlier. No one's there.
Should the assigned Inquisitor fail to appear in court, I will have no choice but to dismiss all charges. He is an Inquisitor of high caliber, but if he does not come forward soon, this trial will end, and victory will then be declared in favor of this baker.
Hold it!
Knights of the court, I have but one question for you both. Are you prepared to cross swords?
I, Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum, am indeed prepared to do battle, my lord.
Something amiss, Baker?
Sorry, Your Honor, I just didn't realize we could have swords. here in the courtroom?
It is the way of the court knight. A knight must always ensure that he rides with a blade at his side. Now then, state your name, Sir Blue Knight.
Huh? My name's Phoenix Wright. I'm a baker. How many times will they make me say it?
A baker?
Nick, quit with the long face. You look miserable.
No need to waste your breath. This trial will be over before you can utter a single objection. For the security of all of Labyrinthia, my blade shall rend your defenses swiftly and without mercy.
That's it, Barnum. Put another one out of their misery. This trial is pointless. Hand down the verdict already.
Put that Dewey Defender on trial too, I say.
Oh boy. What's with all this excitement? You hardly think this was a courtroom. The crowd doesn't seem very interested in law, that's for sure. It's like they're all just hoping for a guilty verdict. Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin your opening statement. So this is like the Edgeworth of this case, or of this game, maybe? I don't know. As you wish, my lord. First, let us begin by recounting the events leading up to the murder. Is that acceptable, Sir Apprentice Baker? As you wish? The murder occurred this very evening. Yesterday, there was heavy rainfall in that area. Eventually, it gave way to sunshine, which came just in time for today's parade. Although a few hours after the parade ended, the rain set in once more. That must have been when Estella and the others were at the Great Archive. It continued to rain until just before the incident, which took place on a small path leading to the market. The accused had been out doing some shopping at the market. She returned home at that very same path. On that forest path, two rogues named Robs and Muggs. Really? Okay, the puns are said to have accosted the accused. One could assume the accused simply acted in self-defense, which is what I was thinking. I see. Hobbs and Muggs. Those two have appeared in court a number of times in the past. Let me move my mic a little bit. Two rogues, huh? So far, it may appear that the accused was more the victim. However, the situation soon changed. That's right. The accused, Espella Cantabella, knowingly and mercilessly murdered her two assailants. Cantabella.
That girl, isn't she?
I always knew she looked suspicious.
Shh, not so loud.
Yikes. There's that weird excitement again. I believe we now fully grasp what happened. It's getting late already. Let us begin the trial. Inquisitor Barnum, you may now begin. As you wish, my lord. The Inquisition will now hear eyewitness testimony regarding the night of the murder. Eyewitness testimony? Huh? Looks like this trial is finally getting underway. I can't back down now. I have to fight. I'm just a simple bread-making baker, living a simple bread-making life. Ugh, the situation is more twisted than a pretzel. I'm smack in the middle of it. Pretzels. But I have to do this to save Espella. Okay, let's see if I can untwist this testimony and put this thing to bed. Okay, that looks new. Are all four of them witnesses at the same? Okay. Allow me to welcome you all. Now, would each of you please state your name and occupation?
Hold it!
Wait a minute! What's going on here? As I already explained, Sir Apprentice Baker, this is the eyewitness testimony. Yes, I understand that, but there are 4 witnesses! Indeed, this many people inside the courtroom could pose a health and safety issue. Your Honor, that's, not quite what I meant. witness testimonies are supposed to be done one by one, as in one witness at a time. What are you talking about, child? Well, we'd all be here all night if we did that.
Oh, that's right, young man. We have witnessed the very hand of fate reach out this evening.
That guy, they're all these weird characters.
Can we hurry this along, perhaps? These flowers won't sell themselves as much as my boss wishes they would.
Okay, the path to knighthood is an arduous one, but I remain steadfast in my resolve as I travel down this long road. What the? Is there somebody out of rubber? I should not falter. I will be victorious.
Who cares? Just question them all at once.
We already know the girl in the cage did it. Let's get on with it.
Yeah, finish this already. Now let's go back home and get to bed.
Witnesses, again, state your names and occupations.
I am known as Wordsmith. But what is my name? What is a name? How doth one describe an occupation?
Like the bubbling of a babbling brook. I flow gracefully around the rocks and debris that is life, nary a worry in my mind. Right, so I guess that means he's jobless.
My name is Mary, and this darling kid is Snowy. Snowy and I often travel that edge of town to sell delicious fresh milk. Milk like that doesn't happen overnight. I work my hands to the bone squeezing each drop out.
Literally. That sounds pretty frightening.
I'm Kira. I'm a flower seller. If you would all be so kind, feel free to purchase one of my beautiful flowers at any time during a trial. There's no way I'd sell them all by morning. Oh, the life of a flower girl is so hard.
Yeesh, talk about a hard sell. My name is Nightle. Is it Nightle? Okay, whatever. I aim to join our town's Order of Knights. I study night and day, although I'm still but a mere squire. Joining the Knights of the Inquisition is my life's ambition. I, Nightle, will do whatever necessary to join. So he's jobless too. Honorable witnesses, I ask that you show this court your best when delivering your testimonies. Now, tell us exactly what you saw on this ill-fated eve. Witness testimony. This is, okay, this is gonna be interesting. What we saw tonight.
The delicious scent of mid-evening dinner permeated the air, and a soft light shone faintly in the distance.
Muggs grabbed the girl by the arm. It looked like he almost pushed her to the ground.
I heard a faint voice cry out. The next moment, those two villainous men burst into flames.
There was not a trace of a fire to be seen in the area. Without a doubt, magic must have been used.
Magic?
Sir Apprentice Baker, you may now begin your interrogation. I have but one piece of advice. I suggest you pay it heed. Do not waste the court's time by grilling these witnesses over irrelevant nonsense, Sir Apprentice Baker.
Are you alright, Nick? They sure love calling you an Apprentice Baker, huh?
I'll be honest with you, Maya. I have no idea how I'm feeling right now. But I know it's all up to me. As her defender, the spell's fate is in my hands. I have to believe in her, and I need to start believing in myself. I can do this. I believe in the spell. I believe the spell is innocent, and I'll fight until the end to prove it.
Yeah, that's the spirit. We can do this thing, Nick.
Okay. Cross-examination. Oh, look how cool it goes. What we saw tonight. So, of course, as usual, we can press present. Look at the menu. Hints, if we so need be. The penalties are up there on the top right, except now there's the emblems of law and justice, I guess. Before I continue, let me see what we actually have in terms of information. So the accused, Isabella Cantabella, charges the use of witchcraft to burn 2 male victims alive. Profiles, let's see here, we got Isabella, Okay, then we got Robs and Mugs, 2 victims, filled with magic when threatening the defendant. And we've got the 4 witnesses. Nidal, passionate about becoming a knight, currently unemployed. Owner of a farm near a market. Flower Girl, thinks only serving in court ASAP, seller of flowers, and mysterious old guy, totally detached from reality. Okay, I think there's a couple things I want to present on. So, it's not there. Grab the girl by the arm. Mugs grabbed her. Let's push her to the ground, okay. I heard a faint voice cry out next one with these two. Let's burst into flame. Okay, let's press on this real quick.
Hold it!
Isn't it a bit premature to assume it was magic? What an absurd statement! Say what? Think about it! The knaves were engulfed in flames, in the blink of an eye! The blink of an eye! There was not a single trace of any other fire source to be found in the area! Not a trace! Therefore, there's only one true explanation as to what caused the inferno. And what would that be? Let me guess. Magic, right? There's no crime in simply not knowing, but refusing to accept the plain truth. There lies a true crime, Sir Apprentice Baker. That is quite the crime indeed, Indefender. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just have to find a contradiction in his testimony. No way! The speller can't be a witch! Okay, so let's see here. It looks like that's it for all their testimonies. Nick, are you feeling okay? You never, cross-examined anyone before. Up until now, my life has been all about baking. Kneading dough, rolling it, baking it, day after day, the same thing. This trial isn't any different from baking. These witnesses, they're all just kind of like fresh dough. It's our job to roll out the contradictions and bake their testimony into something this court can stomach. If the spell is innocent, then there has to be a contradiction somewhere in these testimonies. When I find it, I'm really gonna crank up the heat. First things first, I'm gonna gather as much information as possible. Okay, so it seems like I don't know if I gotta press on all of them, but like him, that doesn't even make any sense. I'm probably gonna skip it, but okay, so he grabbed her. Let's say that.
Hold it!
Muggs was one of the 2 rogues. Is that correct? That's right. That man, he grabbed the girl's arm and pulled out a knife. What is wrong with her? Is she like spacing out or something? Is something wrong? Oh, or was it Robs that grabbed that girl and held the knife? Huh? Oh dear. Now let's see. Muggs was the short one and Robs was the... No. I think it was the other way around. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter which was which now, does it? How am I supposed to keep track of those ruffians? No one has asking you to. For the record, Muggs was the short one. So... But that wasn't true. Robs was the one, then, who, took out the knife. So she's confused on that statement, and... That's a contradiction. We don't have... I mean, do we want to say that? Like, hey, according to the case, that's not it? Let's press on this first. She said, I heard a faint cry.
Hold it!
Exactly whose cry did you hear?
Well, it was the accused. It was Isabela's voice, no doubt about it.
So do you know Miss Cantabella?
Yeah, everyone knows her. Her name is pretty familiar around here.
I wonder why that is.
After hearing her cry, I turned around and that's when I saw it.
The 2 of them being swallowed up by the flames, you mean?
I've never ever in my life witnessed another sight so dreadful as that.
Okay, then fine. Let me go back to the first guy and press him too. Watch it be like something we actually get something useful out of it. Now what time would that be exactly? Dinner time. When else would the scent of dinner be in the air, if not dinner time? Do you see? And not so much! The sun has already been set by that time. That should be adequate. The sun had already been set? So, you clearly witnessed what happened tonight, is that correct? I've been dubbed a witness, thus I must clearly have witnessed something. Do you see? In that case, how much light was there in the immediate area of that night, at that time? Enough to see the nose on my face, but not enough to see the trees ahead. Do you see? No, that doesn't add up. If the area was completely dark, then you couldn't possibly have witnessed anything. Do you see? Well, nevertheless, something caught my eye. It was a most ominous sight. Ominous in what that sight was. Okay, I get it. It was ominous.
Objection!
Poor form, Sir Apprentice Baker. I hate to disappoint you, but there was, in fact, light in the area. Huh? Take a look at this. There's a drawing of the crime scene based on the witnesses' accounts as penned by the court illustrator. The court illustrator? Never heard of that before. Look carefully. This shows what the scene looked like at the time of the murder. An illustration of the highest quality, as always. Now then, we have established that by the time the murder had occurred, the sun had already been set. And so, naturally, the defendant was carrying a firelit lantern, as we can see. A lantern? Eureka, indeed! Yes, that is what I was saying earlier. That was a lantern! A lantern, I say! Oh, please, you totally forgot. To be honest, I didn't imagine it would be necessary to present this, but... My lord, here is the lantern in question. This is what was responsible for the light illuminating the area. Very well. The court accepts this into evidence. Lantern. The lantern fellow is holding the glass is broken and is covered in mud. Guess she dropped it. Speaking of which, Inquisitor Barnum, in this drawing, the accused seems to be holding a milk bucket of sorts. What became of this? That is a strange case indeed, my lord. That bucket seemingly disappeared from the murder scene. The milk bucket disappeared, you say? There's been talk of wolves living in the nearby forest. It is thought they often make off with items they find on the ground. Okay, after being interrupted for the upteenth time, I don't know where I don't know if I read this. Whatever. Great. Wolves, that's still your stuff. Remind me to never set foot in that forest. This is great, Nick. We've got new evidence now. Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. Stop it, voice. You know, Nick, you really don't look like you're just some normal run-of-the-mill baker. I'd say you're more like a somewhat articulate run-of-the-mill baker. I think you might even have a knack for being a defender. There's a clear contradiction somewhere in that testimony, and I'm gonna find it. And the thing is, with that new piece of evidence, I think we do have what we need now, because we took a look at here. The lantern the spell is holding, glass is broken, is covered in mud. Didn't someone say that there was no source of fire or light anywhere? That's a contradiction. However, I'm going to go ahead and do that in the next episode because I am being serious when I say this video has been going on for it's been recording for an hour and 20 minutes. And although this video may be like 20-something minutes, that's because I have a lot to edit out because of so many interruptions. And frankly, I just need a break right now, so I apologize. And next time we will continue with this trial and see what's going to happen. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. See you guys later.